I'm thinking, after reading the Old Testament, it's like, I can see why there's so much love for Jesus.
Yeah, and
when he comes along in this story, I mean, wow.
Yeah, but I think I said it before. I think it's like super important, like to not forget about like. I feel like we do that as Christians sometimes. Is like we want to push the Old Testament aside so much because it's. I'm going to try and say this as easy as I possibly can. Like people always say, like, yeah, what a different God he is, and like he was, he was rash and, was. But people aren't understanding the length.
He was
the length of the Old Testament compared to the New Testament. Yeah. You're looking at 20-something years in the New Testament. You're looking at 6,000 years ish for the Old Testament.
Exactly.
That's about right.
You got to think about it because, you got to think Israelites 400 years.
That's true.
You're not and I feel like that's like the biggest thing. So when you're reading the Old Testament, I think it's really important to like understand that there are lengths in time that we just don't see from one page to the next. Because people are always like, oh yeah, I'm like, how do you love that God? Well, that God waited 500 years before he was like, okay, I'm gonna flood everyone and reboot. Yeah. Like people don't understand that, and I think that's so important because like if you can read it with that understanding and like have everything point back to Jesus, like whatever you're reading points back to Jesus, and knowing that it's all pointing back to the cross, I think that's what makes it so much more like palatable. Like in the beginning, because I know like Judges it's tough, but like knowing that like that had to be there, had to happen, had to have been the way that it was for Christ to be.
I think it's important to know. Yeah, it's important to know all of it because then you know the true impact that Jesus had on the world.
Yeah. So just in case
if you don't understand the Old Testament, you don't understand the struggle that went on in that. I mean, like just reading Job helped me so much in my daily life.